I've already made this video, but I'm going to be completely real here. This would be a fantastic pick for the Fever at 10. Raven Johnson would be a fantastic pick for the Fever at number 10. And I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, Raven Johnson's a terrible pick, and Raven Johnson's like, oh, she can't do this, she can't do that. What, we can draft this other player who played for a much worse team and averaged 5 more points per game. Raven Johnson can't shoot, she shoots 40% from 3. Raven Johnson can't score, she averages 10. She averages 10 and 6. Like, she's putting up comparable numbers to a lot of picks, people that will be taken around the 10th pick at the point guard position. And most of all, she is fucking locked down. She doesn't turn it over. She doesn't ever fuck up. She will hit when she is left wide open. She doesn't care how many shots she takes. She will pass the ball to Caitlin Clark if they're on at the same time. And I don't think people really underestimate this. How important it is that the backup point guard passes the fucking ball to their stars. Like, you guys don't understand. Ari McDonald goes, meep, meep, run. I'm going to go. Ari McDonald's closer to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell at the point with Caitlin Clark off the ball does not work well. We've seen in enough times, it doesn't work well. Caitlin doesn't touch the ball. The backup point guard needs to be somebody who is willing to pass the ball. It's why I was so high on Grace Berger. Grace Berger's not very good as far as the WNBA players are concerned. But there is a huge but here. Grace Berger knows who her star players are. And you guys don't understand how valuable that is for a point guard. You've got to know your own teammates. And Raven Johnson does that. They don't, people are like, oh, get Garzone. What? Like, is she even averaging more? Is Garzone averaging more points than her? How many points is Garzone averaging on the year? She had 18 points in a 70-point win yesterday. I'm sorry. Garzone, who everyone wants the Fever to draft, is older than Raven Johnson. Doesn't play defense, is averaging 2 more points per game, is doing it on 41% from the field, less assists and less rebounds, and plays no defense. Raven Johnson plays defense, passes the ball, doesn't turn the ball over, is going to be fine with whatever role she has to play. And she literally sacrificed. She sacrificed everything to play in Dawn's Daily system. The reality is that Raven Johnson was one of the top recruits in the nation. She essentially sacrificed everything. She sacrificed how she's going to play to fit into a system, which, by the way, like, I wouldn't be the highest super high on her, taking her above 10. But like, Raven Johnson's is a first round pick. Like, if you're asking me who in this draft outside of top 6, I would 1,000,000% take over Raven Johnson. Outside of top 6. I would take Raven Johnson over Kiki Rice and Gianna Neepkins. Because you know she has one thing, she does one thing at not even a WNBA level, at an all WNBA level. And that's play defense. It is so, like, people don't realize how important it is that players have one skill. If a player has one skill, not even one skill that translates, one skill that you know for a fact is going to be at an elite level. Something that you know these players are going to do at an elite level. Then all of a sudden now you're looking at it like, okay, yeah, they do this one thing at an absolutely elite level. Then we're good. We're good. Like, if we know that this one thing is at an elite level, you know, worst case scenario, they can be an impact player. Worst case scenario, you can bring them off the bench and you can, again, you can run something with them. You can bring them off the bench, put them in as a situational player. Worst case, and that is worst case scenario. Best case scenario, she's the perfect backup for Caitlin Clark. And I think that's something that we have to consider the possibility of, is that she absolutely could end up, when it's all said and done, being the perfect backup for Caitlin Clark. And that archetype of player is hard to find. And I think it's going to be very difficult to find a player that fits more in that role than Raven Johnson. Because what she does really well, again, complements Caitlin Clark. And that's the thing where it's like, if you really want, like everyone talked about, like Erica Wheeler is a much better player than Sydney Colson. Caitlin Clark wanted Sydney Colson because of the archetype of player Sydney Colson is. Raven Johnson is a much better version of Sydney Colson. Much, much better. She has that type of potential. And yeah, look, it's one of those things now where you've got a lot of people they can take at 10. I think the Indiana Fever are going to fuck up and trade that pick for bullshit. I think they're old WNBA. Heck, if you look at some of the people that the GM of the Fever follows, I really don't. I just don't. I don't trust his organization. I just don't trust it. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think. I am very, very high on Raven Johnson of Fever, and I think she's somebody that absolutely could. She's someone that absolutely could be a real good WNBA player in the right system. And I do think that the Indiana Fever is the right system. I think the Indiana Fever is absolutely the right system for Raven Johnson to play in. I think it's the right team. I think it's the right, having her as a 15-minute a game backup for Caitlin, because I think she's a point guard that can play with Caitlin. I don't think Ari McDonald can play with Caitlin. And I think Ari McDonald is going to be really expensive. I think Ari McDonald is going to cost as much on the open market is going to cost almost as much on the open market as Sophie Cunningham. And I think Sophie Cunningham is 100 times better than Ari McDonald. I think it's a much all I have to say is there's a reason why Ari McDonald was out of the league. There's a reason why Odyssey Sims was out of the league. You have to take that into account. There were reasons why these players were out of the league. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Because at the end of the day, you guys, I could be completely wrong with this. I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.